All right, everybody, let's try number 2. Number 2 says, can you find the exact value of this expression right here, this whole thing? Which seems rather daunting. I feel like I have to use the knowledge from before and maybe think of two angles that add or subtract and give 50, add and subtract to give you 10, and rewrite each of these 4 times. That's exhausting. Can you find the trick? Can you look at this and recognize that this is actually one of our formulas? Can you see that is actually one of these? Which one is a cos minus sine times sine? If I look through and I see all the choices, which one is a cos times cos minus sine times sine? It's right here, which means it's the cos of addition. So the trick on this, ladies and gents, is that I'm actually going to give you the right-hand side of the equation of the formula. You give me the left-hand side. Let's try it. Here's number 2. The question said, can you find what is cos of 50 times cos of 10 minus sine of 50 sine of 10? And recognize that this is the left-hand side, or sorry, this is the right-hand side of the equation, the formula. You go back and give me the left. That means this must be some type of cosine, because it's a cos and a sine of a. Well, remember, the cosine switches the sign, so this is a minus, this must be a plus. This is the same as this. If we go in order, here's A, here's B, here's A, and here's B. Let's plug them in. This becomes the cosine of A plus B. Well, that actually simplifies really nicely to the cosine of 60 degrees. And if we know that angle, if it's a nice angle, let's actually do the cosine of it. If it's not, then we have to stop. But I do remember that 60 degrees is one of our nice angles on a unit circle, and the cosine of 60 is actually 1/2. And we're done. Believe it or not, this huge mess actually simplifies to 1/2. If you were able to put this in a calculator, which we weren't allowed to, but if you did, believe it or not, you get 1/2. That's kind of cool. All right, number 3 is empty. I'm not sure why, but I'll make up a new one for you. How about number 3 is find the exact value of sine of pi over 4 cos of pi over 3 minus, plus, I changed my mind, cos of pi over 4 sine of pi over 3. And again, if we can go backwards and recognize which formula is a sine cos plus cos sine. Let me go back. Let's see, sine cos and a cosine. Which one is sine cos plus cosine? Here it is. Sine cos and a cosine. This is the sign of addition. So we're going to rewrite that as sign of addition. Let's give it a try. Okay, number 3 is sine of pi over 4 times cos of pi over 3 plus cos of pi over 4 sine of pi over 3. All right, going backwards. We just said that that's the right-hand side again, and you give me the left-hand side. This was originally the sine of A, sine keeps the sign, plus B. Here's A, here's B, here's A, here's B. This is officially the sine of pi over 4 plus pi over 3. All right, well, we got to do a little bit of fraction work with denominators. Common denominator could be 12 perhaps, so this will eventually turn into 3 pi over 12 plus 4 pi over 12, which turns into sine of 7 pi over 12. 7 pi over 12 is not one of our nice angles. Usually it's a pi over 4, pi over 3, pi over 2. So since we can't go any further with that, we leave it for good. So these are great little puzzle ones, ladies and gents, where I give you the right-hand side. You have to go backwards and try to figure out what was the original formula left-hand side.